if you are into solar, almost no one uses 18650s. They all use lithium iron phosphate batteries, including myself. I use them for my solar energy system, but I still have the 18650s. Why? Because they are actually better in some regards. Like for the use with my lawnmower, I use 18650. This is 20 volt, 5 in series, and this is able to start my lawnmower starter. And you know how many times I have charged this battery? I started using it last year, last April. I have not charged it once. So this is June now. And the battery voltage, when I started, I charged it to 20.6 or so. Look at the voltage. It's 19.6 now. I'll probably be able to finish this season without recharging the batteries inside. So if you have good 18650s, they are better than the lithium iron phosphate batteries. These have an advantage. They're cheap. They're relatively safer. Doesn't mean that they're safe. They're relatively safer. The old ones are not as safe. The new ones are much better. The um, container of the cell is better. Um, yeah, so I still use 18650. Plus, if you use tools, you'll never find a lithium iron phosphate battery in your tools. They all use 18650s. So this is the 18650 cells that I built maybe 2-3 years ago. These, I believe, are either Sony or Samsung batteries. So they're still good, and they'll be good for a long time. This one has a cheap BMS on it. This is a cheap BMS. This battery pack, there is no BMS. If you're using a cheap BMS, you might as well not use it. This has a balanced charge function. This is okay for me to use because I use it one time, right? And when you're using it, you're watching it. When you're using the batteries in a solar system, you kind of set it and forget it. You're not monitoring the batteries, every moment. With this, I monitor basically. I If I don't use it, it is off, right? So even though you don't have a BMS, this is perfectly safe. And there's one level of complexity that you don't have to deal with. The BMS, unless I guess you have a very advanced, very expensive BMS, they probably just be able to keep you from overcharging it, right? But you basically use a charger that limits the charging already. So by definition, the balancing is not good because they use very small resistors. Let's hope I don't drop this. Very small resistors in burning off the charge. It's like 100 milliamp. You would say, okay, so why don't they use a bigger resistor in burning off the charge to try to balance the pack? Well, if you use a lot of very high value resistors, the board will get very hot. It is even at 100 milliamp. The board gets hot. So imagine if you put a resistor that is of very high value. It'll be too hot for the pack. If you have this in your car, if you have your BMS that try to balance your car battery, if you have big resistors, your whole battery pack will heat up a lot and become unusable. So yeah, I still use these two batteries or 18650s, and you wonder why they're so expensive, and because they hold a lot of power, 30% more power than the lithium iron phosphate. And if you use them correctly, they are the best, right? The more expensive cars, extended range, they use the 18650s or newer versions of this. They might not be 18650. They might be like this is 21650. The first two numbers is for the diameter, and the 650 refers to the length of the battery. So yeah, so I'm using them both, and they both will benefit if you slow charge them. If you quick charge them, they're not good. Same thing with your car. So by definition, when you're using it in a solar power system, they are slow charge. Here, let's see, 16, 17 amps coming in. So they're slowly charging the system, and they will last for a long time. Same thing if you use quality batteries in there. This will last probably the life of the lawnmower, right? Just check the voltage once in a while. These are quality batteries. They will last for a long time. Maybe as long as your solar panels, right? My DIY solar panels that I retired a month ago lasted me 15, 16 years. That was my first solar panel and lasted 15 years. Yeah, we do it for fun. We do it for, well, there is some value in it, maybe in backing up, right? Oh, one thing that I was gonna say, and I forgot, is I use these batteries, but I don't think I will ever buy a car, an electric vehicle, because every time we have rain in our area and a lot of places, you see flooding. You can imagine if water gets into your electric car battery pack, that will be the end of your pack, right? You can try to repair it, but that only works if you do it immediately within the first 1 or 2 days. And after that, your whole pack is gone. Your circuit boards will be gone, and your $50,000 car will become junk. So water and batteries don't mix. So that's why I don't think I'll ever be getting an all electric vehicle. Hybrid is a little different. Hybrid, the battery is in the back seat, right? It's at least a couple of feet off the ground. And the hybrid battery is like $3,000 to $8,000. Electric vehicle, $20,000. All right, so that's my rant. for today because I was just using the lawnmower battery. Started right off. All right, thanks for watching.